What do you think, Justin?
I think it's very good. The acidity from the wine balances out the flavors of the bruschetta.
What do you think could make it better?
I think some additional fat could help. Maybe some cheese. We kind of went real basic and simple here, but definitely some fat would help with the acidity of the wine and kind of cut that as well.
Delicious. Really pairs well with this wine. I do think, like Justin said, a fat would be good. Maybe some really creamy cheese on there, I think would taste really good.
This is a really light-bodied wine that I feel like pairs really well with the light, fresh tomatoes on the bruschetta. So I think it's a good pairing. So I really like that this wine is very fresh and crisp, and it's not too sweet like a Riesling would be. So I think it really pairs well with the bruschetta. I really like the butteriness, or the herbs that are on the mashed potatoes. They balance really well with the boldness of the red wine, so I think it really balances each other out.
Not too bitter, I like. The meat, the fattiness in the meat really cuts with the wine, and I really like that. It makes it really smooth. It doesn't make the wine as bitter.
So we've got some Brussels sprouts with just a little bit of salt, pepper, olive oil, and a little bit of Parmesan grated over it. So the Merlot's definitely a little bit more on the tannic side, and the richness from the Parmesan and the Brussels sprouts really kind of cuts that. Butter basted the steak a little bit, so some of that, the fatty notes on that really cut through the kind of intensity of the Merlot as well. Marinating the steak, getting even more flavor into that would have really benefited, and then I think that would have really kind of balanced the different tones and depths of the wine.
The wine definitely feels more balanced after eating the food. While there weren't too many tannins, it definitely became more of a smoother feel going down. The bitterness in the Brussels sprouts and the Parmesan cheese, herbs, and the creaminess of the mashed potatoes really complements well with the wine because it has those slight bit of tannins as a red wine. I'm really surprised that this red isn't overpowering, and so all the flavors really definitely complement each other in the wine. Let's taste.
It's chocolatey.
Oh, it pairs really nicely with this wine.
It really cuts the
it's much
sweetness. It makes it so the wine isn't as acidic and the cake isn't as sweet.
I think this is the best pairing yet, because this makes this better and this makes that better.
I agree.
I really like the cooked blackberries with the wine. It is a really nice taste for me.
I feel like after eating this, the berry flavors in this wine are really brought out and it's more sweet.